Birthdays, the perfect gift, and why as an entrepreneur sometimes business becomes more important than your loved one's celebrations. We cover that and more in today's episode of Business Marriage. And we also talk about Hayley's mild addiction to soft porn on Netflix.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend. We're back. I know what you're thinking. Oh, my God, 3 weeks on the bounce. These are consistent as fucking.
Really sticking to it this time.
Welcome back to the podcast. Hope you're all doing fantastic wherever you are around the world. There's lots of people listening around the world.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we're back.
I love it.
Do
you know what, as well?
Two people gave a shit about us leaving and then coming back. So,
but you know,
that's how
like,
you're both still listening.
Recently, there was this Spotify release, like, you know, when like Facebook and things like that give these little videos that you can share, and there was one on Spotify where it was almost like, these are all the podcasts you've listened to. Yeah. These are your like top podcasts, and we were in quite a few people's top podcasts.
Yeah, we were the number one for like.
I felt like
20
very,
people.
very honoured.
Which is really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the thing, right? In the content marketing game, everyone sort of looks at like a Gary Vee, an Alex Hormozy, a Stephen Bartlett, and I think sometimes you just lose out on the numbers.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but 25 people.
Yeah.
Or
it's gone up
now,
5.
25. Every time I say about 50 people,
17,000
people absolutely love the podcast.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for anyone that listens.
To celebrate, isn't it?
Hey.
It's another reason to celebrate. I've got some, I've lost me. I've lost me.
No.
I've lost my music. I've not got my music. Oh, here you go.
Ooh. Love this one.
So we could have for license purposes.
I can sing it though. Celebrate good time, come on.
I'd rather you didn't. But yes, we're talking about celebrations today. I've also got another license-free bit.
Come on.
So we can have.
It's got to be one of the best. It's the sort of one where like everyone does like the sort of dad dancing onto the dance floor, isn't it?
A little two-step. Anyway, talking about things to celebrate, we've had a lovely review through.
What?
A lovely review of the week. So go on, give us a
way.
Go on. Tell us the review of the week.
Are you ready?
Yeah, here you go. You can have a jingle and everything. Oh, not that one.
Oh, no, not that one. Okay. Hitting the perfect note once again. Well, nearly. James's harmonies, yeah, bad. They are bad, James. I'm glad someone else has picked up on that. Oh my God, I'm crying again. The peeing with the door open and the denial too. The fault of James taking a picture to prove it.
So that harks back to
a previous
episode.
How many times people tell me about, I can't believe like you have a way with the door open. I'm like, I actually don't.
You do all the time. I don't know why you still deny this.
Keep it shut. I reckon you're just peeking.
Why would I be peeking at you having a piss? That's disgusting.
What'd you say as well? Power pee. This is where we get
like
well personal.
It's like a Karcher pressure washer.
When you've been holding it in a bit long and then you go away, it's like...
You verbally announce everything you're doing. Like, I don't know why everyone has to know what you're up to. I'm just going to the toilet. I'm like,
sorry.
Why?
Who am I announcing it to?
Leave some shine left on the porcelain.
I don't have...
Fucking hell.
It's like you when you wee. We've had this conversation.
Anyway, whatever. We don't need to talk about it. It's
noisy.
Disgusting. Anyway, another reason to celebrate. We have finally...
What?
Big celebration.
What?
Someone has said something nice on YouTube.
No way. What, as in not calling me a cat lady, not saying that I'm miserable, that I'm unhappy with you and my life.
Nice things.
Let's see.
Shout out to Todd Westra.
I love you, Todd.
You can...
Bit
much cheesy. Seedy.
Is it? Seedy?
Seedy.
Creepy.
Todd is also... He's an actual real person. Because lots of the slagging off...
Oh, okay. They're not real. How do you know he's real?
Well, he's got his face on it. Like, they're all real people. But
fake face. Anyway, let's take it as real.
Todd says, this video perfectly captures the essence of aiming high in life. In fact, you know, I'm getting emotional about this, Todd. This video perfectly captures the essence of aiming high in life. Sometimes you soar, and sometimes you stumble, but it's all part of the journey. Thanks for the motivational message Thanks for the motivational message.
Motivational, come on.
And reminding us that it's okay to fall as long as we get back up and keep reaching for the moon.
Oh my God. I love that. Todd, you're like my new favourite person.
There you go, Todd. Didn't take a lot, did it? There you go. First nice person. I've got involved in another podcast as well.
Yeah.
And the trolls on that podcast, they fucking savage.
Yeah.
Like, I think you just have to be at one. There's a couple of people who've really got it in for me.
I actually just don't care though.
I couldn't give
Like,
a fuck.
it does not bother me
I think it's hilarious.
at all. Like, keep it coming. I could not give two shits what you think of me. Think I'm a cat lady? Think it. Like,
Do you remember back in the day when I had a proper troll? When I had that coaching business? And the guy was like, "Oh, I know where you live," and I was like,
so that's,
"I'm gonna fucking
that's
fuck you
different
up, bruv."
territory. When it moves into, we know where you live. When they start putting a fake account using pictures of you and the kids, some may say, "Well, I shouldn't put pictures of my kids on social in the first place," but that's my choice, my photos. But when people do it, that's when it goes a bit far.
Yeah.
But if people are just making
I called out
like
a troll
sly
once, though.
comments,
They kept slagging me off,
yeah.
and I was like, "I tell you what, give me your fucking phone number, and I'll phone you."
I remember you spoke to them, didn't you?
And they phoned me up.
and
and
didn't,
I give
didn't you
them-
change their mind?
Yeah. Still follows me on Instagram now. He's one of the
Best
only
mates.
people who likes. I still don't know who it is though. I still got no idea because it's like
Well,
a
imagine
generic
if it's
account.
someone like you actually really know.
Imagine if it's your mum.
Well, she wouldn't even be able to work. I mean, she phoned my mum. This is my mum and technology. She phoned me the other day to tell me that her Facebook Messenger wasn't working, and all I got was, "Hello, yeah, my Facebook." Oh fuck! Oh fucking hell! Oh fuck! What's this? I don't fuck. Literally just swore down the phone for about 5 minutes because something come up where she had to put in an email address. She's like, "I don't even have a Google email address." I was like, just when I see you next, she gives me the phone. It's like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Good
Done.
old Jack Attack.
Anyway.
Good on her though. Anyway,
I'm really happy about that.
So we've had
really happy.
We've had a nice review for the pod, and we've had a nice review on YouTube, or it's
And
just
we're
like
all
nice
about
words.
celebration.
A celebration, and the reason why we're celebrating today. Come on! This must get played at every family party in the world, mustn't
Absolutely.
it? Have you ever been to a family party and they haven't played this song?
No.
I'd probably leave.
That Oops Upside Your Head, you know, the classics. And isn't it sad
Isn't
though?
it weird that upside your head is a thing? Like a
Oops,
load of people get
upside your
fucking
head.
steaming drunk, sit on a dirty
Yeah.
floor and spread their legs, and everyone sits in between
Wrap
each other's
around
legs.
each other.
It's disgusting when
Oi.
you think about it, isn't it? The reason why we're celebrating is because it's Louis Lamb, our little one, well, our
biggest one. 7th
Well,
birthday
it's his
today.
7th birthday. If you watch on YouTube, there's a
Hence why you might see the banners and all sorts.
Yep.
And we thought, do you know what? Let's talk about celebration because, you know, that's a part of everything, isn't it? Life, personal life, celebrating business wins, etc. So we were like, let's talk about that.
What was your theory, right? Because I got up this morning, I was like, I can't believe that he's 7 years old.
Yeah.
But you've got a theory about like, there's like a compression of time or something when you've got something to, like, the reason why you think time
No,
goes faster
I think
with
it
kids.
was. I think it was Lucy and Shakir actually. who
Shout
told
out
me
Lucy
this.
and
Shout out
Shakir.
to Lucy and Shakir.
God, she hasn't had a shout out.
I know
in
she hasn't.
about 3
Yeah.
episodes.
Well, we haven't done it for 6 months, so there you go.
Good point.
So basically, you know, you say as you get older, the years just feel like
They go quicker.
they go quicker.
And they do,
So it
don't
makes complete sense because if you're 7, yeah,
Yeah.
a year, 1 year is only 1/7 of your life. Does that make sense?
Okay.
But if we're say 40, it's 1/40th of your life. So of course a year feels slower when you're younger. Does that make sense? Because the
What?
time you've been
Run
on
the
this earth,
Oh, okay.
do you see what I
right.
mean? It's
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
much shorter. So a year is actually a bigger chunk
bigger
of their
percentage
life.
of your life.
Where as you get older, a year becomes a smaller and smaller and smaller percentage of
Which
your
is
life.
why it feels like it goes faster.
Yeah, and it does. You know, we're sat here now. Obviously, February. Well, it's January. January birthday. Let's not. Everyone knows we don't record on the day.
Oh no, she's pulled back the iron curtain of how this semi-shit
The iron
podcast is
curtain,
made.
let's not do
I
that
can't,
again.
I can't believe it.
Let's not do
What? They batch record it? I feel mugged off. I thought they did it in real time every Tuesday
What?
morning
We change
for me.
our jumper in between recording? No, we don't.
I can't be asked to do that today.
No, we don't.
Because I've
I
actually
mean-
bothered to iron a t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't iron. Yeah, like January's always like mental. 'cause
February?
Because you've had Christmas, and then I'm sat here going, how are we here again? And it's funny because he's 7, it's a really nice age, and we were like, it's quite funny because like celebration, I don't know, it just brings up a lot of stuff. We were talking about past celebrations. So like when you've got kids, if you've got kids, birthdays become about them, doesn't it? Like they're so excited. Like Louis was so, like he couldn't sleep 2 nights ago. He's been so excited.
He couldn't go to sleep. He went to bed at about 7:30. He was still awake at 9:30 going, Daddy,
I just can't sleep.
I
And in the end, I'm like,
sleep."
you better go to sleep or I'm going to cancel your birthday.
Then, so he don't go to sleep till 9, half 9. Fucking woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Honestly.
And I was like, are you kidding? Then he managed to sort of like doze off till 4:30. I was like, I'm just going to get up.
Yeah,
So
I
got
didn't.
up
I
at
just rolled
4.
over and went back to sleep.
That's your methodology for a lot of stuff in life.
He's so excited, and he's still very much obsessed with dinosaurs. So all of his presents have been dinosaurs. We got him like a big dinosaur, like proper Lego set, and he was just so happy. And I was like, what age does that die for us? What age do we just lose that inner joy of birthdays? And I then thought, actually, there's a lot of friends and adults that I know that still treat their birthday in that way, like a really special day. And I think it's me and you. I think we've conditioned
ourselves. Yeah, but loads
ourselves.
of them don't. Like, loads of them don't.
A lot don't. But I don't know if it is just as you get older, it just becomes, not in a bad way, less important because you've got more things to think about.
Maybe.
Or for me and you, since really you think about it, since I left like full-time career and we both went like self-employed and then set up our businesses, birthdays and Christmases have just been, I don't know, like what's the point in spending all that money on each other when we don't have all that money? Does that make sense? But we've almost conditioned ourselves now just not to bother. Like this Christmas,
maybe.
do we even get each other anything?
No, I don't think
we even did. I think we try and... I actually bought my own present from the kids.
Did. Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was.
It was worth buying them, wasn't it?
Oh, I think it was some slippers that didn't actually fit me. So I ended up giving them to my niece.
That is so fucking
sad.
sad.
It's like, yeah.
That is so sad.
It is so sad.
This podcast is how not to live your life in life or business or
I'm not saying
marriage,
it's right
basically.
or wrong.
I'm saying it's wrong.
Well, it is wrong. But then there's also, yeah, you say that, but there's also value, as in we don't necessarily put value on that kind of materialistic present. I'm not saying we don't
That's
like
what
them.
poor people say.
Well, yeah, that's it. Because
justify it.
The truth is, if we
Material
did have
things
loads
don't
of
matter to
money,
me.
I'd be out there like rinsing the shops. You know what I mean? So
what would you be out there rinsing?
Well, like buying stuff and shopping and.
Where would you even shop these days? Look, where does a woman of your age shop these days? Because you can't go.
Fucking me.
Where could you go
of
now?
Your
though?
age.
Yeah, where can you go? You can't go Tammy Girl anymore, can you?
Tammy Girl's not been around since like the fucking 90s. This was Etam. Oh my god.
Can't go to.
Oh my god, you're gonna put me in Bon Marsh.
Can't go to
I'm
C&A.
not that old. C&A. Well, to be fair, yeah, your clothes.
Oh, here we go.
Your clothes probably haven't been updated since the fucking days of C&A. James has never had good dress sense. Let's face
the
it.
one person who's got one off the shoulder
in fact,
fucking orange
celebration.
top.
Shout out to our friends Dan and Emma who buy James a top every year. Yeah. And if it wasn't for them, your wardrobe would just be awful.
I nearly wore last year's present for today's podcast recording, yeah.
But
to prove your point.
No, I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm just saying we have kind of conditioned ourselves that we just don't really buy each other anything. I guess if we did have money, it would change. And it's not that we don't have money. It's just that in those moments, like this Christmas, we moved house. So going and like buying stuff was more just logistically, like we're not going to even have time to go out and do it. But I'd love to know. I'd love to know if anyone wants to interact. Message us on like Instagram, like who still really celebrates birthdays, like as an adult, who still really goes like an extra mile. So we had
we did for our special ones, didn't we?
Yeah,
for our 40th.
For my 40th, obviously I had a lovely garden party. We hired in Barbecue Lou, do you remember?
Barbecue Lou.
And that was amazing. And I had all my friends, all my family, and it was amazing. And then your 40th was last year, and James was like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want a surprise party. No. I don't want anything. So when James turned 30, I'm not sure we've had this conversation before. When James turned 30, I organised a surprise birthday. So I've got a friend, Thomas, who owns a veterinary centre and it's got this huge garden. So we decided that we were going to create our own mini festival. So everyone was in, like all friends and family invited. Everyone could bring tents. We were going to camp out in the garden. I hired a bouncy castle and then I got loads of like kids equipment and we were going to do our own sports day. So it's almost like a school fair and we made all of our own stalls. So we had like Tin Can Alley. It was brilliant. But James had gone out the night before and got absolutely steaming.
So drunk.
And then got up the next day and he
knew what was happening the next day. Like, why would you get me that tanked up?
You were just so miserable the next day and we turned up outside my friends and I remember you looked at me and you went, please tell me you ain't done a fucking surprise party. And honestly, I was like, just go in, you'll be fine. And obviously when he walked in, everyone was there.
I was so hanging though.
So hanging.
You know them hangovers where like it hurts to blink.
But wasn't it a great,
it was good.
great
Just
time? We had such a laugh. There was like, God, how many of us were there? About 25?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
And we had, no, maybe more, because we had 4 teams, didn't we? And we did sports day, and it was just such a laugh. It was such a laugh. And then we camped out. I don't think anyone slept. But that was great. And so for your 40th, you were just like, I just don't want to do anything. So I was like, okay. So on your birthday, I think literally our friends, Gary and Kelly, come round for a kebab. And then I took you away, didn't I, for a few days in Kent.
Dirty weekend. Down to Kent.
It really wasn't. It was beautiful though.
Took me down Kent, didn't
Down
you?
in Hallsmonden. Beautiful. It was called a pool shed, wasn't it? So it's like in this surroundings where these people got this gorgeous like
Leslie
country
and Revenue
house.
are listening, in which case it was around the Kent area and they might or might not be running an Airbnb.
It's not an Airbnb. No, it isn't it? It's on Airbnb. They know it's on Airbnb.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, they do now. No,
It's on Airbnb. It wasn't about that. It was that you can't cook there. That was the only downside.
They didn't have a cooker.
They did not
Didn't have a cooker.
anywhere to cook.
It was a nightmare. Just had to eat raw sushi.
Vegetables. But that was amazing. We went away and they had a pool.
That shows the difference, though, in how your life changes within like a 10-year period. It went from like
fun to boring.
Yeah, no, but like drinking and like a festival and loads of people there, loads of noise and music.
Yeah, loved it.
And then the thing that you want to do most 10 years later is just quiet.
And that is
just
it,
quiet.
wasn't it? It was
Got
just
up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch the sunrise over a hill.
So quiet. They
Fucking
had this
epic.
massive swimming
Got a
pool.
boring.
The swimming pool was just for us, and it was like we literally sat at the pool, and it was just amazing.
It was. The only thing I needed was a cooker. HMRC.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
It was so
Nightmare
beautiful.
cooking.
And like we were going to go out for dinner and all this. We literally stayed there the whole time.
Yeah.
We did nothing.
I read my Alex Hormozy book.
Oh, you did?
I read my Alex Hormozy
and
book.
I read,
I
can't remember
you
what
were
I was
reading some
reading.
book. And we just like, but that was
sat
a
and
weird
read.
weekend, wasn't it? It was September.
So
It was
hot.
34 degrees.
So hot.
And we just went to Waitrose every day. Remember, like we were so middle England, went to Waitrose and just got a load of
Felt
picky
like
food.
a treat if you're going to Waitrose.
Yeah. Oh, should we get the pink coleslaw? Fucking course we get. It's my 40th birthday, bitch. Put it in a basket.
I don't think we called her a bitch.
Put it in I'm talking about you. Put it in a basket, bitch.
We're talking about me. We've had some great celebrations. I think back to my 30th as well.
This is a good point though, like reflecting, because we go, this is just normal, like not caring about birthdays, not caring about Christmas is just normal, but
it's probably not.
It's probably not.
I think we've conditioned it over our situation, and I think not that you don't have to go and spend fortunes to enjoy it, but it is important to sort of like stop on those moments, and I don't know, like if we hadn't have done anything for your 40th, it would have just felt wrong. So we did make an effort. It was different. But like for my 30th, I think the year of our 30s was very much, and I guess it's times of your life as well, because like in our 30s, you like think about your 20s, you're out, you're abroad, you're doing all sorts of things, you're going out with your mates, you're going clubbing, whatever. And then you've got your 30s. And I think for us, the 30s was all about like really close friendships. We had like a massive group of friends, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was always like really nice gatherings and parties, but like
15 people for every bloody
like
Sunday
massive
dinner.
dinners, and it was amazing. And my 30th was so good. So James organised not just an evening surprise party, but a whole day. Do you remember?
Oh,
so
that
it started,
was good,
I got taken by like different people throughout the day. It started off with like champagne in the park. Then I went for breakfast.
Everyone had to hand you on to the next person, didn't they?
Breakfast and nows with someone else. Then I had afternoon tea. I went to Chislehurst Caves. And then by the time I got back, I remember I had such a headache. And then I walked in and I saw another
was that a surprise party.
Yeah, and I saw another
yeah.
friend and I was like, this looks suspicious. And then you walked in, you were like, you need to put this on. And James had organised, where we used to live in our old flat was a pool outside, and he'd organised a chav pool party. So everyone was dressed like absolute chavs. It was so funny, wasn't it?
It's brilliant. That was the night your brother got so drunk we had to put him to bed at 7 o'clock in the evening, didn't we?
I turned up. My brother, Steve, he now lives in Australia. This was before he had 3 children.
Oh, God.
And I turn up and I go into, it's like this pool room, wasn't it? And I go in and everyone's like, surprise. And then my brother is like there in my face, like, rah, drinking, pint glass of wine through a straw.
And that was his second bottle.
And that was at like 7 o'clock. So I'm like, this is not good. He got so drunk. Yeah, he ended up in my bed.
Yeah.
I think he might have even shit himself in my bed.
I was going to save him from that.
Oh, well. I remember the next day we were going away and I was like, have you shit? just a little shot. Yeah.
Steve.
But it is,
celebrations do change though, don't they?
But we always said like,
but it's the change.
What is the big celebrate? Like if it was, because you remember you said, oh, my 40th, I'm gonna hire this massive house. You were like, I'm gonna have Craig David DJ.
Yeah, at one point,
like,
I got really into the idea of having Craig David on a boat party, didn't I?
What would be the ultimate? I've got some questions at the end, actually.
Craig David on a boat party. Craig David.
We're going to see Lee Francis soon, aren't we? That's going to be fun.
If you don't get the reference, that's Lee Francis, who also plays Keith Lemon,
Avid
who
Marion.
also did Avid Marion and Bo Selector, who did an impression of Craig David, which Craig David still cites as it ruined his career.
But when going back to kids, like, honestly, if your kids are at school, you enter this world of like parties. It's endless parties, especially in like reception year 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most kids get invited to every single party.
Yeah, because they haven't got like proper friendship groups by then, have they?
Yeah.
So they've like everyone goes to every party.
But Louis never had one, has he?
No.
Not a hall party, because we just think he wouldn't like it. So he's having his first like joint one with a friend, isn't he? And a few of them are going to Quasar Laser. And
talking of parties though,
proper excited.
So, you know, he's in year 2 now at school, so he's been at the school for 3 years. Okay, fine, we can sort of understand that. Someone at fucking George's nursery, 2 people, same day.
Can you believe it?
Are doing parties
back to back, same day.
So I've got double parties. I've got to go and run 24 kilometres on Saturday. Honestly, and then potentially do fucking 2 back-to-back parties.
Oh, you're such a hero. Oh, do you need some hero music? Yeah. James is running the marathon.
Have we told everybody that yet?
I don't know. Have we told anyone?
Guys,
let's go for it. Let's go for it. Wow, that was loud.
Goddamn hero. I'm running the fucking marathon, isn't I?
And who are you running for, James?
I'm running for Dreams Come True, which is a children's charity. They gift dreams to ill and terminally ill children.
So I'm not running the marathon, but I feel like I am, because I get like the update every day of what James needs to run. I get this whole lowdown of like his schedule, what he needs to be doing at the weekend, and
I've got to do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's for the poorly kids.
Like I'm part of it.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm just saying.
I hope people can really start to see the true you now.
I will never, ever run the marathon.
Never say never.
No, I never will.
You should never say never.
Never.
We're talking in the next episode about manifesting. So you should never say never, should you?
But I won't. I won't even run for a bus, let alone a fucking marathon.
Yeah, but you might have to. You never know. One day there might be a cause that means so much to you that you would.
I'll just give it money.
Fine. So yeah, guys.
But parties. And with the nursery, I was a bit like, holy fuck, people are starting at nursery? Like only now I've started being like, oh, do I need to make a bit of an effort?
How do they even know? I wouldn't even know the kids' names in the nursery.
No.
I know like his little pals.
No idea. But when you think, we've always just done tea parties, it's been great. Like Louis absolutely loves it. We've always had afternoon tea, or
tea party,
like grandma used to come, like aunts and uncles, nan and granddads, cousins.
He's definitely
friends.
The reincarnation of like an old man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He loves a tea party. He loves nothing more than a
like
bit
this
of quiet time
morning.
with the
Honestly,
Lego.
like we bought him one main present because he wanted this like big Lego set, and I said, James, this is the easiest birthday ever because I've had one thing to wrap up, and like he's in the car and he's like, oh, thanks, mummy, I've had the best day ever. I'm like, fuck me. Like, all I've done is, well, you put the balloon up. We have put his presents out on the table. I've made him a breakfast, which, if I'm honest, it was just whatever was left in the fridge. Some, like, rank old bits of bacon. There you go. Have a nice breakfast. And then...
It's like a mini fry-up. You don't have to mug that part of it off.
And then let him just build some Lego. And I'm like, yeah, you are so welcome. But no, it's quite sweet. But anyway, I think to round that up, we're just saying we have had some epic birthdays, haven't we?
Yeah, some shit ones.
And I do think it's something that we need to just make those days make make them special. Because if anything, it's not necessarily even about it being your birthday, but it's those moments that make you go, oh, let's just take a bit of time out. And I think that's what it's more about.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
This year, though, for my birthday in the summer, we might be away with all our friends.
Which
would be nice.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I've just suddenly thought, the reason I sort of went off on a bit of a tangent there, I was like, oh, do you remember? I think maybe I get miserable around my birthday. Like, I actually don't like birthdays anymore.
Just birthdays, or?
Rude.
Why'd you get miserable around your birthday?
Well, do you remember a couple of years ago when we lived in not the other house, but the house before?
Yeah.
And everyone was coming over. I was had an absolute freak out. I was like, I don't want anyone to come.
Oh, yeah, you had a
Do you remember?
meltdown.
I had like a mini midlife crisis at 37. Then I've had a full midlife crisis at 40.
Pretty much a yearly thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably something in that.
I might have seasonal. What's that sad disorder?
I reckon
I
that.
could get fucking. You could get diagnosed with any old shit these days.
No, I reckon I
I've
get
got
that,
reverse. I think I've got RSAD. I've got RSAD, reverse seasonal affective disorder.
I think you've got
Here we go. Miserable prickitis.
MAD, miserable asshole disorder.
Can't say that. MAD says mad. That is very politically incorrect these days.
Okay.
You can't call me that.
Can't even
Can't even do it.
go
Right.
there.
Talking of the marathon, not that you were really talking about the marathon, but I'm talking about the marathon now.
No, I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Thank
Although
you very
Louis
much.
went the other day, Mummy, I hope Daddy wins. And I'm like, yeah, it's not about winning the marathon. It's just about getting through it.
Do you know how
and not
fast the
collapsing.
fastest runners do?
What?
2 hours.
Crazy.
They're trying to break the 2-hour barrier. So they run at about 20 miles an hour. No, that's not right, is it? Because then they would run it in 1 hour. They run it about 12 miles an hour, 12 and a half miles an hour, which I think is 21 kilometres an hour.
See
So like the fastest that I could sprint it, they're running that for fucking 2 hours.
Crazy.
I'm going for 350, by the way, just in case you care.
I thought it was 3:55.
No, 350.
Oh, right.
I'm allowing a 5-minute window. Of
If anyone's
having a
got any
flap.
tips on where we can go and watch it, because we used to go to the Cutty Sark, but it just gets so busy there now. So I want to go somewhere near the end, I think, to cheer you on as you're like collapsing, putting the gels in your mouth. Like,
So your impression of a marathon runner.
Yeah.
That was good. Anyway, talking of the marathon, goes towards our small business. Small business.
We haven't done that for a while.
We haven't, clearly. Small business shout out, which today, I don't even know if they're a small company or not.
But we decided that we
Fuck
say
it,
small business, it's
I
just
just
whatever.
think people that are good. So I've been using in the run up to the marathon, and it's
In
lucky.
a run up.
Oh, it's good.
Ching.
It's good. It's lucky that I got told about this because I just probably would have just like run a bit and not really know what I was doing. My pal Paul at work, he's also running the marathon with me for the same charity, and he was like, "Mate, have you seen that app that they suggested in the emails?" And I'm
really-
like, "I've just." I just ignore most people's emails, to be fair. I was like, no, I haven't seen it. He said, check it out. Anyway, it's called Cooper, Coopah app, Cooper app. And this thing is basically like, it will train you for any distance that you're running, any time period, but it's really clever. So it goes, right, when are you running? So it knows, how far out you are from it. And it builds you a bespoke plan to get you ready for it. So you build your base, then your strength, then your speed, and then like a tapering down part of it. So this thing literally gives you bespoke training plans every day. So like earlier this week I had to do an 8K, then I've got to do another 8K tomorrow, then I've got to do a fast 5K, then I've got to do 24K at the weekend. But this thing breaks it down for you every day and tells you how fast to run. And then it links up, as if it couldn't get any better, it links up to your smart device. So when you're out running, if I'm running too fast, which I normally am, guys, because I'm a bit of a weapon.
Sorry, what I'm more actually happy about. So your Apple Watch would link to this, all the running that you're doing, and is your Apple Watch now synced to your vitality? Yes, bad boy.
So every single, never shout bad boy at me ever again in your life.
Free cinema vouchers. Say what?
Yeah, that's the main thing about doing a marathon.
Sorry.
That Hayley gets to go to sit on her ass again,
it's
somewhere
just that
different.
Sorry, you carry on. We'll come on to that after.
So this thing links to your smart device. So if you're out running, right? So you set the plan on the app, and the app is on normally your mobile device. But here's what it cleverly does. It then also syncs the data to your smart device, such as an Apple or a Garmin watch. So when you're out running,
I'll just get on with it.
So basically, it's really good, and it tells you how fast you're running and stuff because it knows how fast.
Mine
you're
would
running.
be, you need to move.
Yeah, you must be technically dead on the inside and out. But if you're running too fast, it tells you to slow down. And then when you're doing these like what they call interval trainings, it tells you now, right, you've got to go faster for this bit, and then it tells you to slow down. And it just little buzzes on your wrist, so you can just look at it and go, oh, I need to slow down.
I love it.
It's fucking brilliant.
Just so we can actually share it and not have
Yes.
me like slag it off, do a little quick promo.
So, small business shout out this week goes to Cooper app, COOPAH app. It syncs your smart device, it syncs your smart watch, etc., and it will help you to train for whatever distance running you're doing. I've been using it for 8 weeks now. It's absolutely brilliant.
So if you're looking at running the marathon or any sort of long distance or any sort of running, it's for running, right?
Yes, Hayley. It's
Go
for
check
running.
it out. You didn't say that. Cooper app.
What do you think you're doing if you're doing a marathon? You're obviously
No, but
running,
you
aren't
hadn't.
you?
We were retaking it.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
Cooper app. There you go. Done?
Love it.
Fantastic.
So going back to what I was going to say is I had this like message from Vitality. Why are you looking at me like this?
Okay.
Our life insurance is through Vitality, and obviously how they work is the more like
Data
exercise you
protection.
do.
Jesus, we're going to get cloned now.
Oh.
Fuck
The more
yeah,
you
now.
do, the better your policy becomes. So mine is just getting worse and worse. But I was like, you go to the gym like all the time. Your policy should be great. No, because he hasn't linked his bloody device. So I made him do it. So I'm very happy about that. Anyway,
I've not actually checked how many points I've got. I should be getting fucking loads of points at the moment, shouldn't I?
you should do.
I should be. Right,
That's
what do you
I'm
want to do
saying.
now?
Free coffee. I've got a few questions here.
The idea of it though is to get yourself healthy, not so you can have more free shit. So
I
that's what you
just
talk about. The
thought
only
I'm
reason you want to get
taking Louis
healthy,
to
so
the
you can,
cinema,
you
so I
can
was
go
like,
to
oh,
cinema
I can get a free cinema voucher.
and you can have a free coffee.
I've actually got my first personal training session this week.
Here we go.
Ooh, I'm not nervous actually. I'm excited. It's
Good.
one of the mums from the school that works at my gym. Shout out to Michaela, and she's gonna just teach me because that's what I fear. I don't actually understand how to use the equipment, so it'd be good. It'd be good.
Have you ever been to a gym?
Yes.
Have you ever done like machines and stuff?
Yes, I have.
When was that?
Why am I thinking Lammerby? But then I'm like, was that a gym?
Lammerby used to be a gym,
Yeah,
isn't it?
there.
Local knowledge, quite niche.
Anyway, moving it on.
Right, we still talk about celebrations, yeah?
Yeah, let's have some music.
You always have a quick fire, did
No,
you?
that's not really a quick fire. It's just like,
So now we're going to ask ourselves some quick fire questions.
it's not quick
And
fire.
you can. Oh.
But it says quick fire.
Well, why is it not quick fire? You
But
call
they're
it
not.
quick fire.
They're not quick fire.
So now we've got some quick fire that's not quick fire. We're going to talk about celebrations. Feel free to play along at home, although apparently it's not a game because it's not quick fire.
It's not. It's totally irrelevant. Are you ready?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good jingle.
So
isn't it?
I was
like
going to
that
do
one.
quick fire, and then it was just a few questions, just to end our podcast on celebrations. Which
Okay.
again, we haven't really spoke about business, but it goes back to celebrating wins in business too.
Yes.
So like this week, I've taken on some amazing clients.
Hang on a
Super
second.
happy.
She hasn't done a little punt for herself. in a while.
Massive
Well done.
win.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is why they call her the branding fairy godmother.
They don't call me that. No one calls me that. No one has ever called me that. Anyway, here we go.
You'd be the most clumsy fairy godmother of all time.
Wouldn't I?
Like that.
Yeah. Elephant feet. Okay. What is the best gift you've ever received?
Best gift I've ever received. Oh, it was a Michael Knight remote control car when I was about 8.
Oh.
I fucking loved it. It was so good. I learnt to reverse it back into the box, which I made into a garage on Christmas Day when it would have been 1989 or something.
Oh, I love
I still remember it now. I still remember the genuine joy.
That is very cool.
What about you? Favourite
Oh
gift?
God.
Me. I'm the gift that keeps on giving. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Next one.
brilliant. What's the worst?
What is your favourite gift?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it for me.
You're obsessed with
Well, it's
Barbie,
probably
weren't you?
before you.
Yeah, standard.
Um,
All my other boyfriends are trying to really hold on to me because I was so wayward. I was so non-committal that they tried to pin me down with jewellery and fine things. Then you came along and didn't give a shit.
I can't actually think. I don't know. I love everything I get. Really, I'm pretty
Brilliant.
easy to buy for.
You're
Yeah.
pretty easy,
Anyway.
aren't you, overall?
Pretty easy. What's the worst
Like that fucking
gift?
eternity ring that I bought you for
Oh, that
for
one
Valentine's
gift.
Day.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Love
that
that.
one.
That one nice gift. Yeah, no, I love that.
Great.
Anyway, what's the worst gift you've ever gotten, and how did you fake a smile to make the giver feel it wasn't a total disaster?
Oh, I don't know. You go first.
Do you know what? It takes me back. It wasn't a birthday gift, but when I used to work as a entertainer for Thomas Cook, we worked in Magaluf. Oh my God, shout out Magaluf. I'm going back there in September. Sorry, big news. My reunion with the people I used to work in Fort Ventura with. We do a reunion every year. This time we're going abroad.
Wow.
We are going to Magaluf. I'm going to be on the strip. Anyway.
Lock up your sons and daughters.
Yeah, we're out. It's going to be a tribe of 45-year-olds. I don't think you can say that anymore. What's that? I don't think you can say that. Anyway, so when we worked in Mallorca, the hotel, there was this couple that just loved us, and they came on holiday 3 times in the same season, which is pretty full on, isn't it? Anyway, on the last visit, they were like, they wanted to come and say bye, so we let them come backstage, and they were like, oh, we've got you a gift. And we were like, oh, that's so nice. And if you know me, I laugh at like awkward situations, whether it's the silence or I'm not sure. So we're all out the back and they come and they produce, like, if you've ever been to a seaside town and you go into those tacky tourist shots where they've got those ornaments, and it was this ornament on this like wooden base that had these like two dolphins almost like jumping over one another.
So Costa del
But it was like really big, and you know when you're like you just see everyone's face. I just had to walk out. I was like, oh, it's just too, you know, you're like, oh, thanks, it's so lovely. I literally put it down on the side and just walked out and just left my mates. I was like, it's just too funny. Super sweet, but nah.
So don't bother buying Hayley a gift. This is why I don't bother buying for you, because you're so hard to buy for. Right, come on, what's your next one?
You didn't tell me your worst gift.
I can't remember. It was some more shit you
describe your dream birthday party.
My dream birthday party. Craig David on a boat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love it.
But I'm not actually sure. I think I like the idea of that, but I've not actually got
boring.
enough. Yeah,
I think you need to do like one song and then you'll be like, just keep repeating that song. Wouldn't you?
Just do Rewind again.
It'd be like when we went to Butlin to see Chesney Hawkes. It was like the 90s weekend, and Chesney Hawkes was like the headliner, and he comes on and he starts singing all these songs, and everyone's like, what the fuck is this?
Some guy, wasn't there?
And everyone's
sing
like,
the fucking song, Chesney.
Just sing it,
so
Chesney.
Aggressive.
And then all of a sudden you hear, I am the one and only. And everyone's like, woo! I think he ended up just singing that about 5 times.
Yeah.
My dream would be, I've always said, I'd love to have like one of those like massive like manor houses, you know, with like the staircase that comes down.
Oh, nice.
And it's like a full, like, I don't know, I say masked ball, but like proper ball gown.
So you basically want to be a Made in Chelsea or Eyes Wide Shut?
I don't, not the Eyes Wide Shut, not the, it doesn't
like
have
a weird
to be
orgy thing?
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
It doesn't have to be a mar, but just some sort of like ball would be great fun.
So you want a country house with a masquerade ball?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be masquerade, but a ball.
Okay.
With like a band and I just want to wear a nice dress, a ball gown.
Okay, fine. We should have gone to my pal's party then, shouldn't we? You could have worn a ball gown for that.
And then we couldn't because we've got other birthday parties.
Fucking birthday parties.
Anyway.
Okay, next one's quite good. If you were blowing out candles, what would your wish be?
See, I could say something like to be happy.
Peace.
To be happy. Peace. But it would probably be like, I just want to have financial security. It's really dull, isn't it? Or it could be, I just want Ryan Gosling to ride in on a horse and take me away.
I wonder what you're going to say then, to ride me like a horse. Ride me like an old nag.
Oh, God.
Maybe one of the guys in the office could do something fun with that. They could put Ryan Gosling on a horse.
Yeah.
With you on the back of it,
not me riding Ryan Gosling. That would just be weird. No one wants to see that.
Oh, talking of that kind of stuff.
Oh, God.
Right. Guys and girls maybe are different. So guys, maybe you can tell me if I'm right or wrong here. If, for example, you are like my Instagram feed, you go to the homepage and it's normally weird UFC fights, a few cars, and lots of girls with big boobs. I don't know why.
There's
the algorithm
always girls on there. I'm like, well, who are you looking at?
The algorithm.
Oh, I don't know.
Tells me that's what I like.
Yeah.
I don't know how it got there.
What is mine like? Mine doesn't show anything like that.
No, it's not the point. But if you are caught in that situation where you are compromised,
you're making
yourself
sound really suspect.
Yeah, but I'm going to get to the point. But Hayley's new favourite TV show.
It's not my new favourite. I've already watched it once.
Yeah, it makes it even worse. It's called Sex Life?
It's called Sex Life, and it was on a couple of years ago.
It's like a Netflix But it's basically soft porn. It's like soft porn for ladies. That's what it is.
But you're not going to believe this. I just like the story. And the first
This
time
is
I watched
such
it,
bullshit.
the first
This
time I
is
watched
such
it, it was all
bullshit.
about like the sex because you see quite a lot. But then this time around, I was like, I watched it. I was like, I'm actually like watching it for the storyline.
But the best thing is, right? So there's.
And James
There
watches
isn't much of a
it over my
storyline.
shoulder going,
There
oh my
isn't
God,
much of a
oh my God,
storyline.
oh my
It's
God,
just
are you
pathetic,
actually watching
honestly.
this?
It's-
I mean,
it's re-
yeah, to be
it's
fair,
really
it was
bad.
pretty.
It's just a lot of hot people.
But they-
Nothing wrong with it.
But the two lovers got back together. In
Brilliant.
the end.
You can see that coming a fucking mile off.
Yeah, that's,
Couldn't you?
we know this.
But I'm sort of making you justify it. And I'm like, you're basically watching porn. I come downstairs, I'm like sitting there doing notes last night for our bro. And you're like, can I watch that? And then there's some guy boning some girl on like an office desk. And I'm like, you're just watching soft porn. You're like, no, I really like the actor.
I do.
I think the actor's good.
I do.
I like the actor.
I actually do really
so next
like
time I watch
him.
a porn, I'll be like, I just think she's fantastic.
He's in a couple of films that I absolutely love. Falling in Love, as in an inn, because she buys an inn. It's classic.
Oh, it's really not.
Anyway, moving on. Last question.
Last
Wrap
question.
it up.
Go on then.
If you could have one celebrity crash your birthday party, who would it be? And how quickly would you kick me out to make room for them? What?
I'd kick you out.
I think we can leave that bit out. I don't know where I got this question from, but if you could have a celebrity
like
crash your
ChatGPT
birthday
to me.
party, who would it be?
Good old ChatGPT. Who would I
That's
have?
exciting. You've got to think cleverly about this because it might be someone that could be more fun.
Is it like, do they have to be alive?
Well, you wouldn't want like a corpse being dragged in, would you?
No, it's like a
I would say
fantasy
they have
party.
to be alive.
Okay, they have to be alive. Do you know who I'd love to come to my party?
Who?
Ryan Reynolds.
100%.
I just think he's brilliant.
Imagine he comes in and he serves everyone with his
With
like,
his drink.
with
That's
his
what I'm thinking,
drink.
his aviation gin.
That would be brilliant.
Yeah, I just think he's
He's
smart,
just amazing.
articulate, intelligent, funny as fuck. I just
Let's
think
do
he's
it.
brilliant.
Guys, if this podcast ever gets big and there's a day that we have Ryan Reynolds at our party,
People are going to be laughing at used to getting
We
Ryan
have
Reynolds.
made
We had
it.
Rob Dyrdek.
we
Didn't
did
expect
have
that,
Rob
did ya?
Dyrdek. In
did
fact,
not expect that,
Rob
did ya?
Dyrdek, his quote is now in our bathroom, isn't it?
It is.
Love it.
From success to the shitbox. He'd be delighted with that, wouldn't he?
Ryan Reynolds, I think I'm going to stick with you.
No, you can't. You have to have somebody else.
No, I love that
coming
one.
he's coming to my party. He can't come to both parties. He's busy. He's got a football club and all that stuff. Come on.
Well, I was going to go down that route of like
What
someone
about
who's
that
quite funny.
that amazing actor
Adam
that you love?
Demos or whatever his name. I don't even know
You
his
don't even know his
name.
name. You just look at his
Demos.
groin, you dirtbox.
I
You don't even care.
I'm not that dirty. I just like the romance.
It's not romantic at all. What's romantic about getting boned on the office
They
table?
were like soulmates.
Do you want
and they
some
got back
romance then?
together.
I'll turn these cameras off. I'll give you romance.
You don't know romance. Romance is fucking dead in our house.
Certainly is. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Business and Marriage. Hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please feel free to leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. And also the YouTube algorithm thing, right? We need a like. We need a like. We need a subscribe because otherwise YouTube doesn't know to serve you up more of this brilliant content.
Yeah,
So
and
if you could do
also
us a solid, that'd be
message
great.
us on Instagram at Business Marriage Pod. We really want to hear from you.
Yes.
Is there anything we can help you with? You've got a question? Maybe you want to ask us something. Maybe you just want to rant. Anything. Get in touch with us. We want to hear you and we want to feature you on the show.
I want to hear you.
I want to hear you so bad.
We'll be back next Tuesday. See you later, you sexy badgers. Bye.
This show is a Phonic Media production